Hi, everybody. Welcome to Escape from Daegox-4. I'm your GM, James. Before we introduce everybody, let's start with setting a little bit of a tone. As I turn down the music, as the epicness is getting too loud for me to concentrate. Uh, we are on a planet called Daegox-4 in a section of space called near space. This planet has mostly been forgotten, uh, wrapped up within uh, the boundlessness of what is going on in the galaxy. You see, recently, the planet Octurne has exploded, for it was actually an egg the entire time, and a new god has been born, called the Newborn. This sent a psychic ripple throughout the galaxy, causing lots of bad things to happen. And on this planet of Daegox, the membrane, a one-way membrane encapsulates the planet, was temporarily broken, leading to the perfect opportunity for prisoners to take over and start running the show. And that is where we're beginning tonight's adventure. It has been roughly about a month since the newborn emerged. Control, which is a fairly large, where a large portion of the population lives, has now become chaos. All or most of the guards have been absolutely slaughtered. Some have attempted to flee the planet, only just to get blocked by the membrane and exploded, trying to break the orbit. Several factions have begun emerging, taking over various pieces of territory. You all are part of the Detritus faction, led by Detritus themselves. Detritus, a hulking Trox, which is a alien with forearms as large, has big mandibles, and has sent you all out to get basically a supply run. Every month on the dot, the Daegox Corporation sends down a shipment of supplies, but also some security robots to make sure the prisoners are somewhat behaving. And it's pretty much your job to go get those supplies. So why don't we pick up, as you guys have started a firefight with two of the security drones. Several more have already been shot down. Why don't we head over to our battle map? And let's start with some initiative, as we're going to introduce our characters. Ooh, actually, we're missing a robot. There you go. Sorry,
my boy,
thing.
my guy, my lad. He's my best
Whole
friend.
identity.
For those who don't know how Starfighter 2nd Edition functions, there is no initiative stat. In fact, we're all going to roll perception as our initiative, as that is kind of our default ability for determining initiative. That being said, if we ever find ourselves in a situation where, let's say, you are trying to stealthily take care of a problem, you can perhaps roll stealth or another skill that makes sense. But for today and right now, we're going to roll perception. So you guys can all find perception by either clicking the carousel above you, or going into your character sheet. It is just underneath perception on the left-hand side for initiative. A few things happen right off the bat before anything even starts. Nobody. Are you photon or graviton attuned?
I think mostly photon. That seems more my speed.
All right.
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
Let's give you the benefits of being attuned. So go ahead. You can drag the effect from the chat into yourself to give yourself a solar weapon. As I'm trying to figure out why photon attunement is not just defaulting to give it to you. Photon attunement. Here you go. You should automatically see your actions start to populate. And you can build your solar weapon. But we're gonna Land, can you give me initiative, please? Oh no, I see it right here.
Oh, I rolled.
I got it. All right, let's begin. We're actually to start with a drone. As I'm gonna unpause, and we're gonna go right into a fight. Let's switch our music up and turn it down a little bit. Let's start with we're gonna target. Let's go for our soldier. So Grado, a pulse caster pistol shot right at your face. That is a natural 20.
Oh God.
Oh, great. What a start. Escape. That is going to be 4 points of damage. As you are hit with a quick burst of lightning, the drone is going to fly a little bit. Let's go over here. And we're going to make one shot at K1. That's our third action.
Excuse you, his name is Kix.
All right, Gix is getting
Is he
shot
pumped up?
and it missed, bouncing harmlessly off of the robot.
Okay, well now we know who the real tank is.
In Starfinder 2nd Edition, combat works in series of 3 actions. This happens for both the players and creatures. So as you can see, my robots are currently going on a little bit of a flanking route. This one's gonna stride down. It's gonna take a shot at
Daenerys, yeah.
Tenera. And it's gonna make a pulse caster strike, and I miss. Okay, listen, I get 1 natural 20, and then it's like nothing else beyond that. That is going to hit on the second shot, so you're going to take 4 points of electricity damage as the bot fires at you. All right, Foxy, 6.
Okay, right. I gotta do
Go
things.
ahead. Introduce your character as you start beginning your turn.
Yeah, I think we kind of see like scurrying along the ground, just kind of like small mottled ball of blackish fur, just kind of like zipping left and right, dodging caster shots. Eventually sees the like lightning bounce off of the side of the armor and just like slides under and like looks up and gives like a reinforced neodymium, stupid. Watch this, and then I'm gonna draw a grenade and throw it.
Okay. Okay. Where are you throwing the grenade at?
Actually, nope. I lied. I'm not gonna throw a grenade immediately. Instead, I'm just gonna try for shooting him. Yeah, we'll try that. I'm trying to do this without having my character sheet up. It's very difficult. I'll have you know. Let's just see if we can do that. I've got a Starfall pistol. Should already be drawn. My bad. And then I'm gonna fire it.
Oh, hold on. You need ammo.
Oh yeah, my bad. Thanks.
Battery.
I dropped my battery.
There you go. You have batteries.
Thanks.
You should be able to make a strike now.
Okay, cool. I'll just do that. Nope.
Fortunately, it's gonna miss.
Nice. That's my first action. Then I'm gonna, you know what? Might as well go start off with some modifying, huh? That's like a thing I could probably do. I will move as an action to get to right here. Okay. And then I will modify, and I'm gonna modify Kix.
Are you going for Desperate Repair or Killbot?
Killbot, duh.
All right.
Why would I bother repairing him when I could make him kill things harder?
Hey, the best mitigation is more damage.
Kill
Exactly. Let's
bot.
see. Do I have to make a check to modify at all, or do I just happen?
Nope, you just modify.
Sweet. So yeah, I think realizing that his own pistol is just not going to hold up for this thing, Sykes is going to kind of look over at the large hunking mass of metal he's built and just scurry up one of his legs up to the scatter gun. And he just starts like messing with wires, pulled out a live shell. Oh, okay, that's hot. Okay, and, I think this'll. All right, big guy, hit him. And that's all 3 of my actions, but even if I don't control my drone, he still uses an action to move and or strike.
Okay.
He gon' strike.
All right.
Hey, I think we're having some issues with music. Oh,
Yeah, I see that.
That's there now. Yeah, I can work on it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. With that said, yeah. All right, so then now I gotta roll an attack from my big guy. Excuse me. Tactical scattergun is attacking.
Okay.
Gotta actually do the thing. Here we go. Just gonna do a. I have no reason to area strike on this one, so I'm just gonna do a regular old shot.
Yes, I need to give the thing proper permissions, but yes.
Go for it. In the meantime, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
The miss.
11 plus. Hold on, I'm just gonna do some math. Plus 8, 19 is gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet.
As
Right, because my killbot bonus. I forget that does things.
Killbot will add extra damage to this strike.
Yes. So here's the damage. What's the extra damage, by the way? Is it I totally forget. Sorry about that.
You got a +2 status bonus to damage. I can add it after.
Wait. Attack damage.
Oh my god, it's 10 points of damage. Nice. All right. The drone is gonna take 10. It becomes riddled with bullets as it's like nervously like trying to fly around like it's the training bot from Star Wars. As it's like trying to take careful shots, it just starts becoming Swiss cheesed. All right.
Sykes is still on top of Kix and is just giggling. Look at him dance! And then gets hit with one of the rounds from the shotguns. Ow! Still burns!
What is Sykes? Could you give a quick breakdown of ancestry and class?
Sykes outwardly looks like a Patra. He's a very small, wry, almost onyx black cat of some kind, primarily. Stands bipedal, obviously, is a bit small in stature. I think the biggest differences in him is that he has really elongated ears for a Patra and has what looks to be kind of like a modified data pad almost built into a cybernetic on his the other side of his right hand. But beyond that, he looks like your average Patra, even if he's a bit eccentric. And he is a mechanic. Hence the giant robot I built.
Yes, we're going to be using the playtest mechanic you can find, but in October, Tech Core will release, and that will have the full finalized rules of mechanic. And
I'm breaking the rules.
I haven't seen it yet. All right, that brings us to Kayan. Oh my god, it's thunderstorming out.
Be great if I wasn't muted. Kayan is a human mystic. He is also the most tired individual you've ever met in your entire life. He is the group's doctor, and as you've literally just seen, these people get hit a lot, so he is exhausted. The first thing he is going to do for his first action is he is going to use the transfer vitality ability. How much damage has your character taken, Garrick?
Varric has taken 4 damage.
Okay, so heal those 4 for me, please. As he transfers vitality. one sec. I'm actually going to use the transfer vitality ability on my actual character sheet because that'd be dope.
All right. Which element are you going to be selecting?
Yep, that's exactly why I'm deciding to do it. So, where is it? Sorry, one moment.
All good.
Transfer vitality. Did that not pop up? There we go. And that is going to give you an elemental harmony. For the sake of argument, I'm going to give you electricity. So now your weapons do I need you to move it over to him because I can't.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. He has now been graced with the power of electricity, and I go, stop getting hit. And then almost as punctuation to his stop getting hit, he is going to use electric arc on this
Ooh.
one.
All right, it's got to make a basic reflex saving throw. So in Starfinder, when something has a basic save, that basically means it's just going to do a X number of damage. And if you get a critical success, which is either natural 20 or basically 10 over the DC, you take no damage. A success is half damage. Failure is full damage. And on a critical failure, which means you got 10 under the DC or typically a natural 1, you will take double damage. So let's see how this robot fares. That is a success, but they're still going to take half damage. So go ahead and roll.
Yep.
Okay,
that.
that is 9, even halved. Still brings it up to 9. As you notice, the robot does not like electricity flowing through it, or at least extra ones that it wasn't prepared for. Okay.
And it can't. Yeah, the arc for electric arc is not that long, I assume.
It's not 45 feet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So that is all of his actions. He did that and that.
All right, nobody.
All right. Cinerin just got shot, and frankly, it's not very happy about that. This is an orb. It's a sphere about a foot in diameter. It's not very big, but it's just full of swirling sort of star stuffs. It's this deep blue color, and every now and then motes swirl in it as if to indicate a little face. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend my first action to attune myself.
You
and
automatically attune when you roll initiative, so you are photon
do you?
attuned. Yes, you are.
I didn't realize. Okay. So then, in this moment, this little ball of sort of bluish greenish energy is going to start ramping up and getting brighter and brighter into the oranges and reds as it just sort of creates from glowing energy a hammer in one hand and a shield in the other. And it just sort of points down at this drone and, stand fast, fiend. You had me once, you won't have me again. And I'm going to use 2 actions to do the Stellar Rush ability. Essentially
Awesome.
blasting myself over here, throwing gouts of fire behind me. Nothing that actually hurts, it's all visual effects, but imagine stars streaking across the battlefield, and there you go.
Awesome. Okay. When you finish this stride, you create a photon field in a 15-foot burst centered on you till the start of your next turn. So let me place that burst right on you. Until the start of your next turn, creatures from outside the photon field are concealed to creatures inside the photon field. This also has the cycle trait, so immediately upon using it, you become graviton attuned as your body readjusts. And you have 1 action left.
Alright, well, with an action, let's go ahead and attempt to do the thing you do with a big hammer and hit this drone. I mean, essentially, this is an orb fighting an orb. It looks very silly, but...
Okay, but one of those orbs has a hammer.
It's true. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Inspect roll. You have your role set to private chat.
Oh, sorry.
So
I don't know how to change that.
so in the bottom of where it's like the text
Gotcha.
boxes, there's like a string of icons at the left. Just click the one all the way to the left and then reroll. Or just tell me what you rolled and I'll just trust you.
Well, okay. So the thing is that as much as I hate to say it, I did roll a 20 here, so I'm gonna have to re-roll it because there's no way you can accept that. Like,
I'll accept a
I-
20. Listen, if you're not lying to me, I will 100% accept it. Is it a natural 20 or just a 20 total?
it sure is. It's a 20
Then
plus
roll
10.
critical
Like I
damage.
said, that is too much.
I know. I say go for it.
If you are sure.
Someone's gotta like counteract the nat 20 I rolled right off the bat. Okay. I'm gonna take double damage. So that is 20 points of damage. It's destroyed immediately.
Nice.
In one fell swoop, you stride up, you create this large burst, and before it has time to react, the hammer just goes through the central circuitry, and you see what was once hovering just slam right into the floor, absolutely destroyed. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your ancestry and your class.
Absolutely. So I am playing a Novian. That's essentially a sentient piece of star matter that was shot out of the ejecta of a supernova. I'm pretty young as far as stars go. I just landed on this planet a little while ago, and I'm only still learning how to be a person. So, little goofy. That's also why the night theming, because kids' books. I'm also playing. My class is a Solarian, essentially someone that manipulates stellar energy. Since I'm playing a star, it seemed like a pretty natural. Mostly, it's the beater class.
I
Evident. I think
okay.
from over kicks his shoulder, Sykes watches and like, okay, one, you're breaking like 7 laws of thermodynamics right now, which is really cool. But also, you popped the reactor. I needed that.
I don't know what either of those things are, but I'll strive to do better in the future.
I would be more mad if you weren't so cool.
Okay. And Greedo. Dan, it's your turn.
All right. So I am going to. This guy is about 25 feet away from me.
Yes, 25 feet exactly.
So I am going to use my ability Shot on the Run, which which lets me which basically lets me do a 2-in-1 move and fire action. So I'm going to I can't move my guy. Sorry, I'm getting used not used to.
You might be set to ruler, so if you go to the top left, if you select the top options, that should be able to like let you move your character like that. I don't know if you're just set to ruler by accident. But you should have.
Yeah, because I was measuring it before.
Yeah.
What do I click on?
So top left, on the way to the left of your screen, there's token controls. Then next to it is select tokens. It just make sure you have both of those clicked.
I see token controls. I don't see select tokens.
Yeah, it's just like to the right of that. So it looks something like this.
Okay, see it. Yeah. Sorry, it was a full screen.
It's all good.
All right, so I'm going to run. Nobody, is that purple dot your cursor or your token? Just to make sure.
That's a cursor. Yeah, you're not.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I did what I'm about to do. How? You said these drones are floating, right? How high in the air?
They're like hovering, like only like a few, like
okay.
maybe like a few feet.
So I am going to, for my attack action portion of Shot on the Run, I'm going to fire my stellar cannon at my feet. which does a 10-foot burst in all directions.
Oh
Of
no.
area damage.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna load up your rifle, your stellar cannon.
Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, because you're an armor storm. You don't
Yeah.
take damage
So
from
I can
this,
just
do
do
you?
that. I can just blow myself up whenever I want.
Somebody at Paizo is like, yes, soldier from TF2. What if we just gave them that ability? And I failed the saving throw.
Yeah.
Love that for me. Okay, go ahead. So before you do that, you can strike as part of it because you have your primary target class feature. So go ahead and roll a strike.
Where's the attack button on this?
So on your actions, there should be like 3 things at the top: encounter, exploration, downtime. Make sure you clicked into encounter. And then it says area fire, and then underneath that is strike +7.
Oh, okay. Yes, gotcha. I'm hoping I don't need to modify anything. 19.
Oh my god.
26. You're gonna kill this. You're gonna kill this thing before it even has any other saving throw. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Damage. 1d10 electric.
Oof.
8.
Yeah, this thing had 1 hit point. Actually takes 13 because of its weakness to electricity. As you run, you jump, you fire the cannon, a burst of electricity instead of like a bullet, like a large shell comes out, is just this sudden surge of primal electric magic, and then it just completely destroys it. It's broken and scattered into pieces all across the landing bay. We're going to exit combat as all of the robots have been destroyed. Looking around, in the center of this field is a single drop pod, unopened.
So if no one's gonna call dibs,
you can take us back to the other. We're not gonna need the map for a minute. Yeah, as you wander over, it has most notable on the front of this 4-paneled box, essentially, is the Daegox Corporation logo. It is it has the letters D-4 written on it and a circle encapsulating it with several small bars going across it.
well, that looks important.
Okay.
Oh, that.
I believe this is what we're here to get.
Okay, so hear me out on this. Actually, good question. Yeah, how heavy is the crate?
Yark, you take a look at it. You put your arms around the side of it and kind of lift it. It's a little heavy. Let's see what your strength is. Let's just see if you're just gonna be base +3 strength. Yeah, I'd say you could lift it, but it would heavily probably encumber you if you didn't have any assistance.
Whoa, slow down, big guy. Let's crack it open first, huh?
Why not take it with us?
Because if it's nothing important, we don't have to waste the carrying space.
Is this not the destination for our quest? I thought we were to retrieve this box and leave.
No, you're right. But on the counterpoint, if it is something important, we could take it for ourselves.
Or we just take whole box.
All right, sound logic. Let's go.
I'm glad you agree.
You pick up this very large crate and begin walking off into the jungle. Chaos is filled with these large trees and these mushroom-like fungus dancing along their edges. A central trail has already been made for you as you begin walking. Oh, you have a hefty hauler, even better. As you guys begin walking through the desert, there is not much wildlife in Daegox. A lot of it had been cleared out when the Daegox Corporation came in and started making the planet a little bit more hospitable for their prisoners, and that's in like heavy quotes. You see wreckage of various warden class robots scattered about the forestry. As it's very clear, a conflict not too long ago had happened.
If no one's stopping him, Sykes is immediately going to start loot gremlining all over the battlefield for spare parts.
Give me a crafting check. Let's see if you can find anything.
Crafting check. I'm good at those. I think.
If you awaken any of those things, I'm going to be very upset with you.
You're always upset.
Yeah.
Meh.
So
hold on.
surprising counter. Not even I was ready for.
Give me 1 second to remember what my my how to roll skills.
What?
Yeah,
When
so
out?
if you go to your character sheet in the
Yep.
open hand is
Yes.
your proficiencies.
Proficiencies, I see it. Never mind, my bad. I got you. Rolling. Got a plus 11 in that one. I think a calm 28. Nothing crazy.
28.
Calm little 28. Nothing crazy. Nothing
28
special.
is a critical success because that is 10 over the DZ. I'm gonna say you managed to find 2 advanced batteries or tactical batteries. Whatever the next step of battery is, as I double check.
It would be tactical
battery.
over my
Yeah.
over my commercial.
Yep. So you find 2 tactical batteries.
What's that do?
So batteries can power lots of things. But if your weapon has a battery, it can increase the amount of ammunition that weapon holds. I'm gonna fight Archives of Nethys. I love it,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna fight it. I
think,
want
yeah,
batteries.
I'm totally fine with the batteries, honestly. Yeah, that's super fine. I think honestly, I was just looking for the equivalent of whatever I would need to grab to have components for crafting. But I'll take 2 batteries.
Mhm. I'm also gonna say you find like at least 2 or 3 laser rifles just on people's persons.
Cool. So either selling those for cash, which I can then use for crafting, or is there? Because I know crafting just I know crafting you spend like a gold's worth basically of reagents, right, to like make stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, is there a way that I could, with some time, it doesn't be right now, but could I break down these rifles into the equivalent amount of, gold of parts to use for crafting?
Yeah,
Or
I'll allow. Basically, you can like reverse engineer.
sexy.
Okay, tactical batteries increase your magazine count from 10 to 20 on a given weapon they use a tactical battery on.
Yeah, just gonna like digging around in things. Eventually, is pulling at something, but gets kind of stuck, literally buried in the middle of the drone. Kix walks over and scoops both gun arms under him and pulls him out. It just kind of shows Kix both batteries. Jackpot.
The robot whirls with excitement.
Did
my
you
boy.
actually find something in there, or just a new and interesting disease?
Couple of useful batteries. Tactical grade, actually.
Oh, interesting. All right.
I look forward
And
to
mine.
seeing what you can do with them.
I'm gonna put them all of that into the party stash. for anybody who
Share
wants to
alike.
call.
I think I make you all more than enough toys that I don't allow a little bit of personal indulgence.
It's very capitalist of you. Sort of
Excuse
stares at
you?
him.
I'll have you know, the idea of personal accoutrement dates back to the ancient capitalist trends of people long before any capitalist structures and systems. It outdates political structures, in fact, frankly.
Yes, but this is weaponry. Therefore.
To quote Larfaleeze, what is mine is mine, is mine is mine, is mine is mine, not yours. It takes you about 30 minutes for you guys to finish your walk when you make your way into an abandoned prisoner tower. It took a lot of damage upon the rioting of the prisoners when the newborn hatched, but it is what you call home. This mostly dull architecture. It's just this large gray, barely any windowed buildings, but where there used to not be a lot of windows or ways of viewing the outside world, the large holes throughout the sides of these buildings very much allow for any greenery and air to come in. You see several other prisoners still wandering about, a lot of them still within their prison clothing that has been like torn and ripped, but a few of them have begun crafting new clothes for you all.
Yeah, I think Sykes is just kind of slowly taking in long, deep breaths and like sighing contentedly. It's nice to be home.
I'm gonna go down into my office, just check in, make sure everyone's okay. Just heads down.
Have fun, don't break anything.
It's usually any one, but sure.
Or that.
Yark, you are ushered to go over to the supply section, and as soon as you place down the large box, basically another goblin prisoner looks a little bit like an older gentleman. It's got like some wrinkled green skin, takes a crowbar to the top of it and pops open the crate. Upon anybody who's around to see this, there are several med patches, various rations for food of prisoners. But if somebody wants, you can go ahead and give me either a thievery check or a perception check to see if you can snag anything good before the rest of the prisoners can get their hands on it.
Let's see. Perception or thievery, you say? Yes?
Yes.
I'm pretty equally trained in both of them. You know what? I'm gonna perception it. It's gonna be a perception situation.
You hear over the psychic link between us, which is another mystic ability.
You do have a psychic group chat.
Yeah,
I actually have slightly better thievery than perception.
If you don't bring me the medical supplies, I won't heal you for a month.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
That is a serious threat.
Oh, I didn't mean to add a modifier, my bad.
Alright.
I just meant to roll the thing. Excuse me, I'm struggling to find out where perception is actually in my thing.
Perception is all the way to the left.
On the side.
Of your
Yeah, it's not with the
yeah.
other skills.
Got you.
Alright, that is
18 on the thievery. I don't know if that's good or not in this system.
So there's this thing in Pathfinder and Starfinder called the standard DC for your level. This basically gives me a range for you to always set like a DC at, and I can always increase it or decrease it depending on the circumstances. The baseline for level 3 is 18. So you've managed to succeed.
Yeah.
Sakes very much succeeds.
Calm 27 for the gang, you know.
Not a critical success, but you guys managed to, where to get the good stuff. And upon moving out a lot of the more rationed foods, I will say you both find 2 bottles of Daegox fire wine. This is from a dwarven brewing company only a few moons away from Daegox-4.
Oh, dwarves.
Sykes will pull out both of them and just, big green, shiny, you drink?
The the quality of dwarven crafts is well known across the galaxy.
Shiny, any for you?
Is it meaningfully different from other drink in any way?
You'll see Sykes kind of like catch it in his hand, flip it twice, and like spin it somewhat, and just gonna guess approximately a 7.126% alcohol or ethanol difference, assuming the weight and overall velocity. Assuming the general volume of the structure, it's probably fermented at about a couple of, not that different.
Very well.
Ika will just hand them both off to both of you.
The supplies begin being moved from from the crate into your central supply. You guys look about in this supply room, and it is not as much as you had before the overturn, but you also had a lot less freedom. And so you take the supply runs when you can get it. Oh boy. I need a hat. Let's say this. Kayan, as you go to your medical office, you already see a lanky gentleman looking Oricorn, which are these this is the hard part about Starfinders, having to describe all these ancestries. Picture a mind flayer almost, minus like the lots of tentacles at the bottom of its head, but rather a singular long one and a mouth that opens to the sides. They're wearing their prison garb, but it looks to be pretty torn up, and they're currently like clutching onto their arm. As you walk in, they look at you and they go, "Thank God the dog's in. I really hurt."
What did you do?
They remove their arm, and you see this large gash as if a puzzle blade had been cut down across their forearm. I was scouting when I arrived. Gang attacked, and I fled, but not without taking some injuries.
Don't worry about it. I got you, bud. And he sort of taps. He taps the what the hell do you call that in a doctor's office? Oh my god, like the little desk, not desk. The place where you sit in a doctor's office, because my brain is dying apparently.
Procedural table?
The table, yeah. Thank you. So he taps his little table and goes, "Up you go."
Gets upon it, looks at you, and just the blood is mostly dried at this point, but it is still a very nasty injury.
Mm-hmm. He has like a number of things to like numb the wound. He's like, "This is probably gonna suck even though it's numb, but give me a minute. I should be able to stitch it up." And he pulls out like an old school needle and thread and begins to like stitch it closed.
All right.
I'm going to make a medicine check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Medicine.
Oof.
16.
He'll be fine.
16, that beats the basic DC you need for a medicine check, which is 15. You managed to stitch them up. It's not the best, surgical material, but it'll do in a pinch. And given your limited supplies, it very much works.
He's like, "Yeah, you should be able to You should be able to move it now. Keep it limber. Don't use it for a couple days, please. And if you're gonna go scouting, please wear better armor.
Yeah, it's finding it is the hard part. It hurts.
Ask Six, he'll make you some. You keep finding robot parts everywhere.
To be honest, get really nervous around that one. Seeing what happens when one of those don't work, and the fireball that goes with it.
It is okay. So in this particular case, he hasn't killed anyone with his armor creation.
Yet.
Weapons. That's enough.
Yet. No one's asked him for power armor yet. We don't know what happens when you stick a battery in one of these things.
Well, don't ask him for power armor. Just ask him for regular armor. At least
Fine.
something for your arm. Christ.
Alright, I'll see what he can make.
He nods and smiles. Get out of here.
Ugh. Gets up out of your chair.
Claps him on the shoulder before, like, letting him go. You see, like... Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
You see, like, in... Although Kayan is usually extremely, like, just looks done with the world, you see him light up, like, when he's actually taking care of patients.
I love that. You have to do your standard medical check of going over all the equipment, making sure the calibration's tuned. This is definitely not as much as you used to have. When if you had access to the central control building 1, you would have, if you guys had managed to raid that building, you would have had a way more advanced surgery and medical gear, but unfortunately a lot of it got destroyed upon the initial rush of people taking over.
Well, are there any other patients currently running around?
Not at this point.
Alright, so you'd probably go up to where everybody's hanging out.
Yeah, what are you guys doing as you have your little home?
Something I shouldn't be doing, probably.
That could be a lot. That could be a lot of things.
That's fair. It's a varied subject, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think honestly, more than anything, Sykes is probably just inventorying all of the hall for himself, like anything that he's got for himself. He's kind of just like going over and organizing for himself. I think he has just like somewhere in the middle of our settlement, just like a little like hidey hole, caddy corner workshop of some kind where he just keeps all of his in progress projects. And I think he's just like made a pile of things that are gonna go over there and is now just like hanging around with Sinair and with Yarek while they're waiting for Kayan, but also, drinking possibly if they feel like doing that.
The moment that pile extends past like sort of an almost artificial, but it's like taped on the ground size, Kayan will go, no, clean it up until it like shrinks back into like its little spot.
So grumpy.
If anybody's indulging in the fire wine, I will read out what it can do. This strong, clear liquid is made from fermented rice. When you drink a cup of fire wine, your sweat becomes highly combusted for the next 10 minutes, igniting with the slightest bit of friction. This causes your unarmed attacks to deal an additional 1d4 fire damage for the duration of the effect. Drinking more than 1 cup of fire wine in a single day gives you weakness 5 to fire until your next daily preparations.
So where Bakugo.
Okay. Okay. I think while the concept is very fun, 1, I don't make an attacks, and 2, I think if anyone offers, Sykes just kind of politely just shakes his head. I don't drink. Makes my brain fuzzy.
No, I think the guy who spends most of his time tinkering with electrical objects should definitely get the flammable sweat.
But in theory, if I could control the combustion...
Every crafting check.
If I made a glove that could control the combustion rate and channel it through a pressurized chamber, could I make a sweat gun?
Someone is already terrified of what you would do with armor. If you make an explosive armor, I am never going to get anyone on this crew to actually wear armor again.
Because you people just can't see the vision, and that's not my problem.
Look, I keep telling them to come to you and get armor, but they're terrified. So
Listen.
whose fault is that?
Scared money don't make no money. It's all I gotta say. But no, I think eventually, assuming Kayan comes back and joins the group for hanging out, I think eventually.
Oh yeah, he is. He came back up.
I think eventually it's just like I think Kix has been like sitting in the background of the party, to kind of just like sitting in repose, kind of quietly, looking left and right occasionally. Sykes is like in front of his pile of nonsense. Half second later, he's not, and is suddenly just like hanging off of Kix's scattergun, looking down at the rest of you. Yo, Big Green. Looking at Yarrick.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Before Daegox, I was imprisoned on in a different penal colony. I was transferred here after one too many fights.
And before that?
Excuse me while I frantically look through the orc lore page.
You could also just tell me he says the orc homeworld, and that's totally fine. You don't have to know what the top of your head.
Orcs don't really have much of a homeworld anymore. I don't think.
They'd be primarily from Galarian Station or
Absalom Station.
Oh, there you go. Absalom Station and or the various Citadel ships that the dwarves run.
Yeah, they primarily live on Star Citadels.
Yep.
And live with the dwarves.
Fair
because
enough.
in Starfinder, they actually get along pretty well.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm down for
Pathfinder lore.
the Dwarven Firewing.
I think Sykes will kind of brighten his eyes up a little bit. You've been on a Star Citadel before?
Yes. The dwarves there were very good to me.
Is it true what they say? The way they're built? Their craftsmanship? The anti-grav tech?
As I said, they are known throughout the galaxy. They have great strength. If we get out of here, maybe I can show you. I'm sure they'd love to meet a tinkerer of your caliber.
I like to call myself an engineer.
Is that what we call you? Oh.
Something in the distance explodes.
What we call him? Probably not.
Something in the distance explodes randomly. An enterprising engineer.
You hear the generator behind you begin to start sputtering out, and the lights all across the building begin to flicker.
No, damn, again! I could should have at least another 2.5 cycles out of it. What did I do?
Go fix it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And he'll kind of scurry off.
You're fine.
Give me a crafting check.
Crafting?
I want to see if you can. Let's see if you identify or diagnose what's going on with this.
I've got a +11 in crafting. Is this okay? So I guess this is probably worth it to mention. Oh no, my tech crafting is in drones and robotics, not in this. That would help here. I'll just roll it.
It's not bad.
25.
25.
Even funnier than 24.
You look at the generator and take the top off, and upon looking at the inside, there seems to be almost nothing wrong with it, except for some reason the battery is almost self-depleted itself. You begin looking at it a little closer, it's not the first time the generator has done this. Every now and then, seemingly almost at random, the battery within it will just completely die.
This again. No sunlight for degradation. Can't count void dissonance this far out of the cosmos. Can't imagine it's any sort of quantum manipulation. That's stumping me. Nothing stumps me.
You know at least how to repair. Honestly, on 25, you know how to repair it enough to get the generator up and running.
It's gonna just kind of like, and like I think he's just like is looking at it for a bit while he has this moment to himself, and it's just like, if I can get this thing running again. Fixing it isn't getting it running. Fixing it is fixing it, and I know how to fix everything. So why don't I get this? And he has a very, very long, very sad sigh. Kix, bring me the L4 connector. And at least one more backup.
It begins animated, grabbing the supplies you need, and begin walking over. It's a large constructed body, leaving through one of the many holes within the building, and meeting you there.
Guys, we'll also drift in the general direction. Just sort of thing is like a living shop lights for you.
I love that.
Thank you, Shiny.
I want to say, due to your tiny size, give me a perception check. I think you might be able to notice something.
Interesting. Let's see what we can do then.
Can y'all start rolling a little lower so I can give you failures on the checks?
No.
24.
It'll happen.
On a 24, as you switch to your photon attunement and you begin lighting literally around, you're looking at the fuel delivery lines of where the electricity is. And you notice this, that almost creeping, it would be very hard unless you were actively running along the line itself. Little cracks inside, an ever so small fungus growing out of it.
Oh, well, that's just fascinating. I have to get a closer look at that. I don't know what it is, but it's new, and that makes it interesting.
What's up, Shiny? What you got?
There's some form of life here.
What?
To know more about it.
Give me a nature or survival check. Let's see what you can identify about this.
I don't think I'm good at either of those things. Unless, so if you are, you got it.
You would know that Kayan knows a lot about planes and stuff.
I'm trained in survival, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got both of them, but that doesn't mean I've got the skill to back them up.
I believe in you.
Just give it a
I
roll.
believe in you.
10. On a 10, you can identify the basic of what this thing is. You've seen this plant before. It is what this. It's not technically a plant. It's actually a fungus, which is legally distinct.
Legally.
I get yelled at by my friends who are really into nature and plants and general flora that there is a very big difference between plant and fungus.
I piss off my plant friends on purpose.
You'd recognize it as the psychoactive drug that was used to keep the prisoners deluded or in a state of delusion. And it grows all around you. It is on almost on every tree. But you could take this mushroom, extract the oils from it, and if you deliver it, give it to somebody basically through ingestion, and basically puts them in a docile state where they're very easier to control. They're very will listen to you a little easier. And just basically enter a state of like mild euphoria.
Okay. I think on recognizing this, the colors darken a little bit, a little more intense, and the little cartoon eyes go down into angry sort of eyebrow-looking things, and it is the weapon of the enemy.
Ah, blue shroom, huh? Looks like it. How's it getting all the way out here? Middle of this capacitor. A lot of sense. And again, you'll see Sykes looks like a bit dejected at that idea. We'll kind of like shake it off somewhat. So
Is any of this going into the group chat? Is my question.
Sykes cannot have an internal thought. Everything he thinks is always in the group chat at all times.
Oh, okay. It's like
it's
I have to psychically mute.
you gotta you gotta filter me, bro. Like,
the one person in the group chat, he occasionally just has to pop it on.
just middle of the stealth mission, everyone else is on task and working on things. Sykes just in that. Anybody hungry? I'm kind of hungry.
So Sykes, so Kayan goes, what? Okay, there's a plant growing through there's a fungus growing through one of your lines.
Blue shroom. It's the thing they used to use to keep the prisoners quiet. Which, for the record, it's a thing you should just know Sykes does. Sykes just names things. I don't know if anybody else on the planet calls it blue shroom. He just names things sometimes.
Yeah,
I do now.
it's okay.
That's what you said it's called, so that's what it's called.
Case in point, shiny, big green.
So
I'm a thing now, huh?
So Kayan comes down with like essentially a sample bag and some gloves, and he pops it out of the hole, so now it's empty. You should be able to reseal that. I would maybe put some tape or something, because that might strengthen it in case something tries to go through it again. He's actually going to try to use nature to... Actually, yeah, if this stuff is common, he'd probably already know what it is, eh?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So yeah, he probably uses some of this to make like headache remedies and shit. Just simple, simple stuff that help with pain. All right, and he's sort of looking around. Why is this growing in here?
Exactly the question I had. And I don't have an answer.
He's gonna start basically following where he's seeing other like deposits of it grow to see if he sees like basically where they came in at.
Give me a nature check. Let's see how well
I'm
you can
real
follow
good
the
at
line.
nature. Bam!
Hey,
Oh my god!
I got natural 20.
There it is.
You managed to track the fungus line to a tree that is just on the other side of the building that has had its roots suddenly grow and expand, is now encapsulated a large portion of this sidewall, and you see where they entered in from and has like burrowed into the line.
We're gonna have to remove this entire tree. Crap. We could probably replant it, but this is why we're having so much trouble with the power. It's this tree. It's grown into the line. We can replant it. We can move it. But then we've got to fix this wall. We don't have an option.
You know, I wasn't programmed with botany, but that seems strange.
You know you're a being, right? You wouldn't be programmed with botany. It's a thing you can learn. He just sort of shakes his head.
He kind of looks over and just doesn't say anything, just looks at you blinking for a little bit. Like he's not understanding why you don't get that statement.
He just rolls his eyes and keeps going. We should have something large enough to uproot this.
Of course I do. Kix,
Wanders over. Maybe I wasn't clear enough of the description.
Oh, sorry.
No, so the fungus is what's growing off of the tree into the line. Just wanted to make sure we're all clear on that.
Yeah, no, I figured.
Yeah, but Kix wanders over and like has their arms out. With some assistance, they might be able to uproot the tree, but you would know it very much. At least Kayan would know that lifting the tree and breaking the fungus line has a potential to release those spores of the mushrooms, which might, the equivalent of basically inducing yourself with drugs by accident.
All right, everybody get out except me and the robot.
I want to see.
You can have an incredibly high mystic for the rest of the...
He's just gonna activate his suit's environmental protections.
You would know this would bypass those protections.
Really?
Oh,
interesting.
Environmental protections does like basic things. These spores can very much get through the filters.
Interesting. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get high. I'm gonna try a nature check to try not to break those.
All right, and you know what? Let's have Kix make an athletics check to go with it. Let's see how both of these things go.
Let's go, big guy. Let's go.
Am I gonna basically be assisting, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're out of a little bit more of the assisting role.
Yep, I'm good with that. I'm going to assist.
Hey!
Oh my god, 29. That is.
I don't think I've rolled below 20 since my first roll.
Oh my god.
I'm in the chat.
Kix, give me your athletics check. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I thought I mistakenly thought that I had.
They're really good at helping you.
And I gotta actually press the roll button. I'm a silly boy.
Yeah.
Hashtag
oh my god.
human.
Not bad. I'll take it.
With a 26. Through some time in the careful direction of Kayan, you guys managed to uproot the tree, breaking the fungal line. But I will say, with the primal nature of Kayan, you managed to keep the spores contained within an area to avoid it spreading out. Kix moves the tree, I would say about 20-30 feet away from where it once was. It will take some time to fully clear out the entire fungal line to the building, but at least it will hopefully stop spreading for a while.
I think Kayan, you will notice after trying to give Kix directions on how to move things around, that Sykes is just behind you, actually giving instructions. And then afterwards we'll kind of walk up and just kind of pat him. Just, thanks, big guy. Appreciate it. Sorry, he doesn't speak most languages. Or any, really.
That's fine. But you probably should have ordered him to dig a deeper hole, but it should be alright. Hopefully this will keep the tree where we need it. And
dig with no hands.
I'll come out and dig. You could dig the hole. And he sort of looks at Sykes.
Looks up and just... That's what Big Green's for.
That is not his name or job.
I can assist, however.
Sykes just points a thumb you can say what you want, but I'm right.
Thank you, Yarrick. Anyway.
While he works on that, he'll kind of just lean back somewhat. How about you, Doc? Where are you from?
Well, I grew up on Polonis. Didn't I tell you that? He sort of looks at him as if looking confused.
Leans over.
Yeah, my family was involved with the Polonis Revolution.
Huh. Must have been pretty cool.
Apatra needed a doctor at the time, and I was nearby, and whoopsie-doo. I landed, first I landed in Vex custody. That was fun. And then, after a series of unfortunate accidents with their command staff, I landed here.
Huh. Maybe you did tell me that once. Sorry, I forgot.
Ah, you're fine. You scattered? That almost never happens.
Hey.
He just smirks at him.
What's it like, though?
Pops another.
Bologna.
What? Have you never been to Bologna? Raised an eyebrow.
Why would I have been?
Okay, one assumes that you have visited one's home planet at least once. Mind you, that doesn't apply to either me or Yarrick because our home planet is Galarion, and that's not there. You, Polonus, is right there. It does in fact still exist.
Sykes just gives you a smile that looks there's not like an emotion behind the smile, but it looks very manufactured.
Yeah.
I'm not like most Patra.
No, that's fine, but you should go see it at least once.
Maybe.
If we ever get the hell out of here, I'll take you and you can go hang out with some Patra. They throw the best parties. God.
Yeah.
I don't remember half of why they're so good, but I'm pretty sure the other half is why I don't remember the other half. It's great.
I've heard the music is really nice. I'd like to see one someday.
Yeah, it is dope, and yeah, I cannot actually wait until we manage to get our way out of here.
Right. Well, before we get this loop completed, turns over. That just leaves you, Shiny. Where are you from?
In what sense?
Where did you come from? Whatever you were born or made from?
I was thinking the
Where
same
was
thing.
it?
Yes, of course. Yes, I see. Approximately 120 million light years from here, a star exploded. I was ejected from that mass and landed here. This is where I'm from.
Sykes just starts like slowly circling around you, just like has his data pad up, scrawling out random notes. Stellar coronal ejection suddenly gaining sentience upon contact with cultural noosphere. Amazing.
Can I ask for a clarification from the previous conversation? Is not remembering things desirable to mortals?
Only when it is accompanied by extreme pleasure, either due to inebriation or let us say physical exertion.
Like when I supposed to be really big and I pass out afterwards?
Yes.
Got it.
He just sort of shrugs. Not really understanding how to explain the birds and the bees to a fucking... Like, yeah, sure, that. It was, it is occasionally pleasurable. Much like drinking what to many would be poison can be considered pleasurable to some.
Seems ill-advised, but I suppose you would know better than I.
It's usually ill-advised, yes, but it's also incredibly fun.
Most fun things are ill-advised, I've found.
Yeah.
Things are ill-advised. I can remember this, yes.
You will often find that there will be times in your existence where you have to do ill-advised things in order to push a cause forward, or alternatively, to have some fun.
Or to learn, which can be fun.
Well, not the way you do it, but you sort of...
Hey, all learning is good learning.
The next time I'm on fire, I'm going to remind you of that as I throw lightning at your face.
And I'll learn from that.
Yeah. You know, I guess you're
Be on
right.
fire?
To learn what lightning feels like.
Anyway, so now this tree's all planted. It should be good.
I'll
Yeah,
quantify the
let's head back
capacitor
on
and see
in.
if I can get this thing operational. I don't know how long
Yeah.
until it randomly shorts out again. I keep running calculations on how it runs, but even all my quantum-based prediction models don't seem to stick up.
My assumption is that because this thing was growing literally into the line, that was at least part of the cause of the problem. If we notice anything else, we'll go from there.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Yeah. I trust you a little. And he would, head back in.
Mm-hmm.
I will also scurry back in to get another look at the generator and capacitor and make sure that they're operational.
Yeah, I'll say over the next few hours, you spend a lot of time working on getting the power to be up and running. A lot of the basic functions of the facility is self-sustaining, so it didn't rely on the central power grid that a lot of the other control building 1 would have been hooked up to. So even when power goes out, it's not like you really have to worry about is the bathroom not going to function, which is a very important thing. But you need the generator basically to cover a lot of the other basic functions of this building. Overall, this is your average for everybody here, your average day to day, where you're having to go out, scout basically to find basic supplies. You look around and you just see the population of detritus looking generally glum. It's not. There's the occasional sense of happiness, but you all realize and recognize a lot of the population, especially here, are still weaning off of the effects of the drugs that had, especially for anybody who's been here for 10 plus years. They're still kind of coming down from it. Okay, and you probably see this most in your office, but you all can recognize when somebody is coming off of it. But this is life here on Daegox-4. As the hours go by, eventually, in the kitchen, what passes for food is made for any material, people who require material consumption. Night here is a little interesting. It is, while it's still a dark sky and there is still a moon, you can see the veins of the membrane above you, almost in this magenta violet colors, dancing like stars. You can't even see any real stars in the sky, but you know they're there. You also know of the hundreds of ships that hang above the planet, constantly watching. The main thing that lights up the sky more than anything else is central control. This is one of the last standing bastions of the Daegox Corporation, still active. You can see the lights from miles away as it scans, as the searchlights begin scanning across the jungle. You've each heard rumors of various people getting captured and brought back to central control. But you all sit down and begin eating. There's no... The TVs in this room, we used to basically play constant prison propaganda, have all been turned off for not being able to catch any signal to the outside world. So unfortunately, no Zoe media is getting through. Just quiet sits with you. The occasional muffled conversation between the other prisoners. And just a knowing that all this will happen again tomorrow. Eventually, night shifts begin, but you all can go up to your individual... What once were cells are now rooms. It's not any more comfortable than it was before. For some of the prisoners here, there are very large holes in the walls. But beds are still there, even if they're not very comfortable. Just this... Dread is not the right word for it, but just a sense of numbness is just very apparent in the air. As you go to bed, you all can look out at the sky and just see that membrane dancing across the sky. And as the hours go by, the sun eventually comes back up. You begin your daily routines of either checking in, seeing what tasks or chores need to be done that day. When you each get called to the head office, this is where Detritus himself primarily stays. You guys haven't seen Detritus very much over the last week or so. He's been unusually quiet.
You rang.
As you all enter Detritus's office, you just see various pieces of paper kind of scattered across the room. Several data pads are sitting upon his desk, and several very basic holograms of the planet are hovering over. Detritus looks like they haven't seen the sun in a minute. You see in their eyes a sense of panic and worry, but plays it off. Oh, my friends, thank you. Come in.
Hey, Stinky. What's the fuss?
This smell that bad? And lifts like two of their arms up and like gives it a whiff. Oof.
Well, no, but detritus typically refers to a matter of refuse or delegation of one called trash, so typically that used to come with the smell or odor. Make it fit. I think you smell fine.
Oh, thank you.
You should be used to this by now. How's it going? He just looks at him.
I have some news that I need to see if can be confirmed. And ask for each to take a seat. The lights in the room begin dimming.
A hologram position itself so it looks like it's in orbit.
The lights begin dimming as he waves his hand down. I heard a rumor that a shipment of wardens are coming in, but not a supply ship. Now, if rumors are to be believed, this ship has to leave orbit too. Getting in is no problem for Daegox, but getting out, now that's a challenge.
The escape velocity needed to pierce the membrane would be immense. Any extra orbital craft would have to be effectively the equivalent of a corvette or cruiser in terms of engine class.
Very high up. But sounds like Daegox is not too happy about the recent prisoner uprising. It wants to seize control once more. They've called upon an ally. We do not know who that ally is for assistance. But if the rumors are to be true and to be believed, there's a way for us to leave.
What do we know about the ship?
Eyes...
But
Oh no, Kayan's eyes perk up at that.
Sykes' ears perk up at that. We know anything about the ship?
Not much. All we know is that it has the ability to theoretically leave.
HEM.
Yeah.
Could Sykes just pick up a data pad and start like library searching for like a manifest or like an inbound shipping log or anything like that?
Give me a computer check. Let's see.
I'm good at those. I'm an expert in those, actually. Well, with the 5, unfortunately, it's only a 16.
16. On a 16, I'm gonna say you. This could be a number of ships that would have the power to get past the membrane. But the real question is not, can you get past the membrane? Can you get past the pirates?
It has to be
So
armed.
you need something that is armored, and is fast enough to escape the other ships.
A warship. Couldn't be anything less.
How many can it hold?
We don't know yet, but definitely at least this crew. This faction that we have here. I cannot say for our neighbors.
A warship would be rated for long-form combat as opposed to any long-travel hauling. We don't know what size the ship is yet or how much of a haul it would have, but whatever cargo hold it will have, it'll be smaller than it could be.
My task for you is simple. You are to travel to our nearby neighbors. Get them to join this cause. It is unfortunately dangerous. We're going to have to storm Central Command to get there.
Storming Central?
It's about time. I've been waiting.
I like your attitude. And yes,
The
we're
issue
storming
is-
Central.
Yeah, the issue with storming Central is they've got the largest concentration of bots is in Central. So we're gonna have to hit it hard and fast.
And we're gonna need some allies to help us.
And if they betray us, sort of looks at Detritus like dead in the face.
Sykes just kind of blinks. Then we blow them up.
That is the solution.
More importantly, Everyone here wants something that looks like freedom. Maybe it's not much, but a ship inbound here might be the closest thing we have to it. I can't see that everybody will be on the same side. People will get greedy, and when they get greedy, they get selfish. But make a good enough case. You argue it the right way, show them we got what it takes to at least do something with it. Maybe it's worth something. Now, of course, the question of what we do when we get the ship is a whole separate thing, but
what I'm worried about is that particular component at least a little bit, because depending on how many seats are on the ship, things might get dicey. But you're kind of right. Getting the ship first is probably the best option, and then we can figure everything else out after that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything out loud about this, GM, but I'm wondering if there's a role I could make, because obviously I think Sykes is in his mind thinking like, well, if a ship's going to drop here, it's going to be decently well equipped as far as components and equipment. Just a base level series of thoughts on how many things, what kind of things could I get done around here with those kind of parts around?
Oh, with a starship?
Yeah.
Like that size. Basically, you would never need to worry about power for a long, long time, as the drift engine alone could probably carry enough supplies that last you at least a full year. Potential, like definitely enough weapons to protect yourself. You could repurpose a lot of the metal to help rebuild a lot of the foundations, especially if you had a like metal kineticist or various technomancers or wizards might be able to help, or metal druids. You could theoretically use a lot of the batteries that are just laying around to help sustain a farming population if farming started becoming a more organized and centralized part of life here. It basically could give if your faction took over control, basically you could give you a lot of power in the region if you were to essentially like hold the metaphorical gun up to everybody else's head saying comply or else we bomb you from orbit.
Sykes is pondering even with the basic knowledge he has of what kind of ship it could be, just based on what classes of starship it could be, the various like drift engines they might have rated for and things like that. And he's like having a really long internal thought, and then does a thing that I think at least one other party member has seen him do plenty of other times, where he just kind of like drops to all fours, does a double circle, and then kind of sits with like cross-legged, like both ears kind of like low at his head, and it's just like clearly really intently thinking about things. It's his thinking pose.
Well, as much as we would want to, as much as just capturing the ship would be a good idea, actually using the ship to escape is a better one.
Whatever we do with the ship, you have me for it. I'm here to help. And he kind of quirks a bit of an awkward half smile. That's what I was made for.
You heard the kitty.
Hey.
He just smirks at him. What?
And he kind of points a finger at Kayan. I might not know quite what I am, but I know I ain't no kitty.
Literally. Anyway, he just rolls his eyes again. Eric, Siren, what do y'all think? This could be extremely tough.
Perhaps, but it has recently been impressed upon me that ill-advised ideas are often fun, so it seems...
Oh god, I'm having an impression. Oh no. This poor mode of sentient star stuff is gonna learn all the worst examples. Alright, I'll teach you how to drink later, I guess. Yerk,
Big
what
Green?
about you, bud?
You
I
in?
need to learn to forget things.
Task of great difficulty will require great strength to overcome. As an orc, I almost feel it my duty to assist you.
I think you got your answer there, Detritus.
Right. Then go to our neighbors, the Ironclads, Necklebinders, and Scatterrats. Find them. Convince them to join us. And when it is ready,
We can make
we
a
shall
mess.
storm Central. I cannot guarantee your protection. So, be careful.
Yeah, I think we should be alright. If anybody gets in our way, we will convince them with kindness. He smirks.
All right.
I'm an intensely kind individual, don't worry.
As you each head out, you just see the rest of the prisoners just kind of going about, doing various repairs to the building or trying to create some sort of sustainable living off the land around. A lot of them just kind of not knowing what to do.
Kane would go to his medical staff and, like, such as they are, right? And be like, all right, I'm going to be gone. Try to keep everybody in as much working order as you possibly can. I should be back in, I don't know, a few days.
Your halfling, basically second command, your like charge nurse just sits back in her chair, kicks up her feet, and goes, "What's the worst that could happen? You know, somebody blows themselves up just a little bit."
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to.
Never mind, we'll be fine.
It should be
That's
more
what I was
than a
thinking.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go prep some things for the trip. So I'll meet you all later, okay?
What things are you bringing again?
Tools.
How many of
I
them
would like to see
explode?
these things.
Most.
Okay. Alright. You go have your fun.
Be back, don't die, bye! And he's gonna just, scurry off.
All right. As you all start beginning your prepping to leave, I think it's a great time to go on a quick break. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes and pick up where we left off and see how the party starts faring as they head out from their little colony. Welcome back, everybody, to Escape from Daegox-4. Where we last left our players, we had gotten news that a shipment of new guards were coming in to potentially take back control, which is now called Chaos because, prisoners are very creative in their naming of stuff. And which might provide the perfect opportunity for anybody to escape if they manage to take over the ship that comes through. But one small hiccup with the plan is that you need to get everybody on board. Not just you lot is not enough to storm Command Central, which is where a lot of the last bastion of the Daegox Corporation are. And so you've been set out by sent out by Detritus, the leader of the Detritus faction, to go get. That dog is very excited. But to go get your neighbors to see if they're potentially on board for the central storming. And that's where we're going to pick up. Let's pick with Vark. What are you doing to get prepared before you head out?
Vark is probably checking all his weapons, making sure they're like calibrated and everything. He might actually go to see Sakes, and see if there are any grenades or other like kinds of special weapons he can like requisition from him.
You're speaking my language, Big Green. Hi, dog. Thank you. I've been gifted a dog and also a cupcake. Any case, yeah. I mean, I guess the thing that we probably noticed Sykes doing, also music, by the way. Oh, you know what? It is running. I forgot. I had muted it. That's my fault. It's my fault. That's on me. I was the fool, actually. Entirely my end. My bad. I'm so good at my job. Any case, I think the thing we find Sykes doing is, so like, Sykes gave up on his like converted cell room the moment freedom was gained. I think he only sleeps in whatever like shamble den workshop he's made for himself in Detritus. And has like, woke up out of his little curled sleep and is like, doing routine checks on kicks and like working on a couple of things, checking his weapons. But I think as he's at his workstation working on some things by himself, takes a moment thinking about the last, bits of conversation he had with his friends, and I think pulls over a small box. It's mostly, just chrome metal with kind of a carbon black bottom section, and it has a sort of decorative symbol on it with like a kind of imposing set of like reptilian jaws over it, and in the corner is emblazoned, kind of etched into the side, just says Black Site Aleph Series 1. He's kind of like looking at it for a moment and just and then shuffles it back off into the corner and is like, I think it's right in that moment that Yarrick walks in and he just kind of like, yo, hey, Big Green.
Sykes.
You sleep okay?
As well as always.
I hope that means good.
I do too.
What can I do you for?
We start our mission today.
Yep.
Was wondering if you had any weapons you could spare.
Well, weapons, I might not happen to have any. I did break apart those laser rifles we took home for a personal project, but I do happen to have some other things you might be able to make some use of.
Anything
Give
that
me a
explodes.
crafting check. Give me a crafting check. We'll see what you get.
Yeah, I love to craft.
Let's see what you've looted.
Big numbers.
What?
Fuck yeah! 29!
Oh God, 29? On a 29, I want to say you find this. A tactical undermounted grenade launcher. This is an
perfect.
upgrade to a two-handed weapon. This bracket-mounted grenade launcher is most often advertised for use with fragmentation grenades, but it can be effectively deployed in utility ordinances such as smoke grenades and flashbangs. Unlike a dedicated grenade launcher, it takes 10 minutes to load an undermounted grenade launcher, reassembling the grenade into ammunition by mounting it on a specialized reusable firing cap. Once a grenade has been loaded, it can be safely removed by disabling the entire grenade, destroying it in the process. So it takes one action to activate, where you launch the grenade. As at a tactical, this grenade launcher has a range of 30 feet and the tracking +1 trait. So basically, instead of needing two actions to draw out a grenade, for you, Vark, what would happen is one action to put away, one action to draw a grenade and then throw it. Now you could just spend one action, you just launch the grenade straight from your stellar cannon without needing to do any hand swapping or anything like that.
Yarick, I imagine you keep your cannon like sheathed on your back when it's not in use.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
guess
imagine
it's probably
like
too big to fit on my hip.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you're a big guy. It could be wherever you want it to be, gang. Maybe it fucking folds up or collapses. I don't know. It's up to you, man. But I imagine either way, Sykes is like looking over and kind of like, oh, not this, not that, not this. That might blow up. Not this. Looks over. Didn't blow up. And eventually just like doesn't even say anything, just scurries over and is like on your back, fidgeting with your gun for a while. Eventually we'll kind of just like swing back over. Ta-da! And it has the like grenade launcher just like slung onto it. Heavy ordnance, ease and convenience.
I like this.
Now, of course, you're gonna need something to shoot with it for. Got a couple options for you. He just kind of starts like holding up grenades. So these go boom, these go bang, these go fizz, and these degrade matter.
Tell me more about the degrading matter.
Toss it, and I'll toss you 2 commercial grade detonation grenades.
Hold on. What was it called? Detonation grenades?
Oh, sorry, degradation grenades. I can put it in the. I put it in the chat somehow. Yes, I can. There you go. That.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, because this is a teaching.
Oh. Okay.
Because this is a teaching based stream, let's read out what the degradation grenade does. Degradation grenades create violent blasts of magic that rip matter into different realities, leaving behind blackened hunks of matter that dissipate into nothingness. When a grenade explodes, it deals 1d8 acid damage for 5-foot burst with a reflex save equal to your class DC. Fun part about this, Varg, if any of them fail that saving throw, this counts for the purposes of your suppressing fire and thus becomes suppressed. Class
synergy, baby!
No, don't do teamwork. It makes my life way more difficult.
Teamwork.
Teamwork in the form of explosives, my favorite kind.
We're not a team. We're just 2 guys who like blowing stuff up.
Yeah. I think what happens is like as like Sykes is holding out these grenades, it's just like so effectively they create complicated micro arcana novae that funnel in matter and push it into a separate paradoxical dimension, and then funnel it back into real space somewhere else, sort of like operating through drift travel, and then realizes that Vark has no idea any of the words he's saying and goes, "These make magic booms."
I'll take magic booms.
Also,
I'll have you know, Varric has 1 point of intelligence. Thank you very much.
that is above average intelligence.
Hey, you know what? I apologize for assuming. I had to re-examine my biases. Apologies. But yeah, we'll just toss you 2 of those and just. I've been working on some other things.
I added them to your inventory already.
Word. And then for my crafting, dear GM, are we taking that 29 as my roll for my craft? How many things I can craft? And if so, how many do I get?
I'll allow you to make 3 grenades.
Bet. I'm going to make 2 tactical. I'm going to make, actually, you know what? Let's spread it out a little bit. I'm going to make 2 tactical electromagnetic grenades, since, robots. And I'm going to make 1 tactical frag grenade.
Okay.
Because,
go ahead, add all
those to your
inventory.
Got you. Here, let me.
We're not going to go over all of them in chat, but just know electromag grenades make creatures potentially glitching if they have the tech trait, and frag grenades just blow up.
That is what they do. It's true.
Yeah.
frag grenades do what you see in the movies.
Yeah.
I already love this character, by the way, if anybody was curious. I'm having a great time.
You enjoying blowing stuff up? I'd never imagine.
What? No.
He enjoys blowing stuff up.
I think they hand that out at the Mech Warriors store.
That's why we get along so well.
Exactly.
All right, let's transition. Cinerin, what are you doing to get going?
Truthfully, I don't think there's a lot of preparation for it to do. It doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. It just got here, more or less. I think it's pretty much just doing its own daily routine, which is to say, floating around more or less silently until someone either freaks out or asks it for help doing something.
I think what happens over as you're kind of waiting on everybody else is you just get called to help out with various like tasks of moving things around or
Absolutely.
just generally assisting people in keeping them company, as a lot of them just kind of mindlessly wander around the camp just finding things to do. It's like you basically like find somebody sweeping the same spot in the cafeteria over and over and over again. They're like, I gotta stay busy. You're not working, they're not helping, and
I'm very familiar with that sentiment. It's something I feel often.
good, I'm not alone.
Is sweeping the same place over and over helping?
Let's keep the fungus away. There's no fungus in the cafeteria yet, so
Fascinating. Would this work to, if we traced it back to the origin point, could we sweep it all back out? Is that how that works? I'm not familiar.
I don't know enough about plants, to be honest,
See,
to know how to take care of them. But I know if I sweep this spot, they're not right here.
perhaps we should endeavor to find someone who knows about plants, and then we can have a more long-term solution.
Yeah, too bad we don't know anybody like that.
Indeed. Well, then the first step of the quest is asking around to find someone who knows something about plants. Or rather, to find someone who knows someone who knows something about plants.
Sounds like a plan. All right, I'll go out and go do that. Feel free to help yourself at anything in the kitchen.
Much appreciated.
I don't know if you
What
eat.
would I do with it?
I don't know. I just generally tried to be nice. Consume? I don't know. Not entirely familiar with Novian physiology. So you do have a mouth, so I assume you could put things into it. What happens after that?
Incineration, generally, I think.
Definitely happy pride. Yeah, they just gotta look at you and they go, all right, I'm gonna go find that person, and go and just walks out like broom in hand.
Best of luck to you on your quest.
Thank you. Does they exit?
Gonna slap its little gravity tendrils together. Very well, that's one quest out of the way. How many more can we give out today?
I just like the idea that Sin is just going around just giving people various tasks to give them, and most of them are kind of meaningless, but at the end of the day it is something to do.
Exactly, yes. Anything I can learn from, that's great. Otherwise, it's always, why are you doing this and not solving the problem?
I will say this. You eventually find sitting on the outside of the building is a somewhat tall, lanky individual with 4 arms. They have a mask that covers over their face, only showing their eyes and their very large protruded head, like almost like cone head. With a deck of cards in front of them, and just playing and placing cards down.
Interesting. I think Sinern's MO, when it sees something it hasn't encountered before is to just sort of hover in the area, not really talk or introduce itself, because it doesn't want to interrupt someone and ruin something, but just watching, observing, trying to figure out what's going on by looking at it.
You see this individual continue to place cards down, and it just eventually goes, and just stares at them with only 3 cards left in their hand.
Is something amiss?
I do not know. This individual keeps like looking at the cards. Takes one and places it in the center. I see chaos. And places a second one down. I see strife. And then places one last one down, forming this triangle pattern. I see contemplation. I do not understand.
Couldn't tell you how you see either of the other two, but I also see chaos. We live here.
Oh, I mean more on the primeval nature.
In a narrative sense, idiot.
Yeah.
What I meant was.
Well, I'm glad you could see at least chaos. And he just like looks up and you see the membrane that is what passes for the sky here.
Chaos, strife, inflation. Is that supposed to... I don't understand how one follows from the other.
The Infinity Deck does not oftentimes make perfect sense. But one comes to learn how they do. It may not make sense at the moment, but it will make sense in the future. Have you ever played an Infinity Deck game?
It does not sound familiar.
Would you like to? As they begin picking up the cards with each of their hands.
If you do not mind teaching, I would be delighted to learn.
They take the cards, begin shuffling them as you float over in front of them. And you guys will play a quick few games of Infinity Deck. Do I remember any of the actual card names of the games on top of my head? No, but I do have the ability to cheat and remember. Let's say you play Mercenary 11, where you have to jump between planets to complete more mercenary contracts than your opponent. Look at that. $20 spent just so I can make a reference to something else.
Well spent. Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I need maybe when I'm at Gen Con, I'll bring Infinity Deck and I'll have somebody to play with. But Infinity Deck is a real thing, both in real life and in game, where it is basically your standard like deck of card games. It is widely debated, and it's mentioned several times in Galactic Ancestry about who actually made the Infinity Deck, and it has been caused lots of fights throughout the galaxy about the origins of the deck itself, with many ancestries fighting over claims of who actually created it. But also you spend about an hour or so learning how to play. How do I determine how well you do?
Narrative function of this, because if it's all about being a mercenary and completing contracts for pay, everyone I've been around has told me that that's not the best thing, and you don't want to necessarily accumulate profits. So what are we doing? I think maybe it's like losing deliberately on purpose to try and be better at the things the people around it has said.
I love it so
Profit isn't always a terrible thing. You can always reinvest profit back into yourself and the betterment of others around you. It is more of when profit turns into hoard and consumption is when it really becomes an issue.
Interesting. That would explain a few things, actually. Very well. I appreciate the lesson.
Of course. And so I'll say you spend a better part of an hour or so just playing this game. Just roll. I don't even know. I don't think there's even a roll I can make you do. Give me just a perception check. Let's just see how well you can keep track of the cards and see if you can.
Good.
See how well you could bluff against your own. See how you can call through your opponent's bluff.
Okay. Not well, apparently.
10. On your first attempt to play this game, you don't win, but you definitely learn a lot of the rules. Mostly that this individual can lie, most because you can't see a lot of their face due to the mask. And so a lot of the times where you think they might be having a serious face, they're most likely grinning underneath there as they realize they could take maybe not advantage over somebody who's like new to the game, but there's lots of strategies that you just haven't picked up yet on how to play.
Okay.
I gotta click away. Foxy's getting way into this music. It's
Dang, just let me jam, all right? Don't worry about me over here.
You're right above the camera.
Come on, Slang, and let the Foxy jam.
Hey, and is there anything else you do before you head out besides alerting your medical staff that less explosions will be happening in the area?
I missed some of that. What did you say again?
Are you doing anything else before you head out besides alerting your medical staff that you'll be leaving?
Nah, I think he packs his cross bolter because that's his usual like hunting weapon, and yeah, he's just going to get ready and make sure everybody else is okay to go. Pack some ammo. Be ready to move out.
The closest neighbors to you all are the Ironclads. You've had a few scrapes with them in the past. They're variations of lots of robotic entities, such as SROs, living holograms, the Vernathi, cyborgs, primarily just robotic or tech-based creatures. Not uncommon to see various other ancestries roaming around them. But you have to head north through the jungle to get there.
Man, these guys seem really cool. I wish they weren't so mean.
They're trying to carve out a niche here, same as us. This is slightly what I'm worried about in terms of getting this ship, but we'll see what happens.
I'm sure one of us can talk our way through it. Probably not me, but one of us.
I was wondering about that. We don't have a lot of talkers in this group.
I don't know. I'm pretty sociable.
He sort of looks at you.
It's like a weird moment where like his eyes blink separately. Just
like, yeah, sociable. That's immediately the word I'd use for you. Definitely that, and not, criminally explosive.
I can be both of those things.
Can you?
What's the appropriate word used to describe mistakes? Committing to memory. Thank you.
Yep.
It's
Listen.
true. We may suffer from the lack of a diplomat on this mission.
No sweat it. The Ironclads are tech folk. I speak their language. Literally, a lot of them speak trinary. Side note, Sykes speaks like 6 languages.
Nope, this should be fine. We will see how we do.
Okay.
And yeah, we are wandering through the forest. We are going to have my character is probably going to scout as an exploration action, just to make sure we don't run into anything awkward.
All right, those are things we can do. I don't even know what those are.
There are lots of exploration activities.
I'll look them up later.
I would say the main ones are like avoiding notice, scouting, searching. A lot of them are navigation, navigating, which I actually don't think it would really matter here because you guys are on a ship. But I just mostly want the scouting for the giving you all like a bonus to your initiatives. If you're gonna be scouting, then Kayan, I want to make you make a perception check.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to add it to our exploration activity sheet, but it's fine. Yeah.
Under actions, under the exploration tab, which is next to encounter, browse, and I'll pull up a bunch of them, and then you can drag and drop from there.
Okay. So he's gonna make a perception.
14. As you guys, about 2 hours into your traveling through, I'll pull you into the scene. See a single, multi-limbed being, with eyes all over its back, with a single, gun in its hand, look at each of you. Out!
Time for you to speak their language.
Watch this. Okay, first off, GM, anything recognizable in terms of like ancestry, or are they a robot? Thing like that. This
is definitely a living being. This is known as a Jinsel.
All right, not a language I speak innately, but I think, you know what? I think Sykes is autistic enough that he's actually going to walk up and try Trinary, actually, as his first language here.
It looks like you extremely good. What do you say in Trinary?
Just starts off with like a, hi, nice to meet you, just passing through.
Well, I don't know Trinary very well. Can we common?
Fine. That's fun. Hi. So, we're just kind of passing through. You're with the Ironclads, I imagine, yeah?
No.
Oh. Okay, so not the people I'm supposed to use I'm supposed to speak the language of, he says to his friends.
Hands up.
Oh. Oh, this is one of those things. Oh, guys, it's one of those things.
Are you robbing us?
He's robbing us.
Don't get excited. Supplies, give them.
No, I'm sorry. There's so many things I have to test. I've been calibrating for like all night, and I have to make sure these things still work. Kicks, and then the robot behind him just like flexes, and the arms become twin rotolasers, and this giant scattergun manifests over the back.
Can I attempt an intimidation check on this guy?
Yeah, give me an intimidation check.
All right. Because I feel like Vark's just gonna when he says like, hand it over, he's just gonna like stance up as much as he can and just say no. Sorry, just a sec. It is not a charisma bonus. Sorry, I got so I have an ability that lets me use my constitution instead of charisma for intimidation checks.
God, of course you do.
And I don't see how to actually activate
so that's a fantastic question. Intimidation. Okay, so when you hit intimidation, a little pop-up's gonna appear. You can under Constitution. It's like there's 3 lines: like charisma, trained, and then Constitution. If you toggle on Constitution, it'll automatically add them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, soldiers are just really good at stuff.
Well, specifically intimidation because their armor is ridiculous, and they go, "Rawr! I'm in armor," and it freaks people out.
It was 25.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That's definitely a success. They get a little nervous. Attack! And you see, looking into the tree line, 3 more of these Jinsels appear, and I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Can you swap over to the battle map if you haven't already?
On it. I was just about to do that.
Sin, you get to attune automatically as a free action. Would you you graviton or photon attuned?
Let's start photonic this time.
All right, let's go photon.
Oh wait, has everybody added their +1 in for me scouting?
Oh no, I forgot to give that as an effect, but I will do it manually.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody
I
gets
think
a
that does
+1.
me a whole lot of good.
Actually, +1 was gonna
25.
bring
26.
Stakes up. 16. Actually put Svark ahead of another Jinsel.
Yeah.
And okay. Well, let's begin. Just a heads up, so in Starfinder, there are various levels of difficulties in combats. I went for a little bit of a higher difficulty. So what we started with was called a trivial encounter. It's basically meant to end in a round or 2. This one is called a moderate encounter. So it's a little bit on the stronger end, but not like TPKable, hopefully.
Okay.
Be really awkward. But let's start with this warlord. They're gonna start with a we're gonna fire right at Kix with their rifle. Oh no, I meant to aim first. Oh, whatever. I meant that's on me. Kix is gonna take 2 acid damage. Then they're going to perform a long jump. So they make an athletics check. See how far they can leap. 23. They're actually gonna jump right. What's your speed? 30. Here.
That's very close.
Don't worry about it.
6.
It's about to be extremely funny.
Okie doke. I'm just doing a bit of measuring real quick. Don't mind me. Having a brief bit of... Okay. Yeah, I think that'll just about do what I need.
Wait, did Kix take damage, by the way?
2.
Okay. Is it on his sheet?
I don't know yet.
Okay, because I am taking y'all's because I see all y'all's health pools kind of in my character's mind. So I know how healthy y'all are at any given point. because
Got it.
that's part of the bond.
All right.
Useful.
So
I'm gonna start off with my synchronized step action. So both me and Kix are gonna step. I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
Step is a 5-foot move.
Oh, sorry.
Or
I
you're
think
gonna
it's stride.
stride.
It's a stride. Sorry, it's a stride.
Stride's a full movement. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's the full movement. We both get to move one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go just like right over here near my friend with the big grenade launcher and cannon. And I'm gonna send my equally big friend just like to right there. I think for now it's totally
I'm gonna
fine.
say, due to the intimidation of Barik, that creature in front of you is actually frightened 1
Sweet.
because they demoralize them.
Sweet.
So they're taking a -1. So frightened basically is a -1 status penalty to almost every single check in DC that the creature has.
Alrighty.
So a lot easier to hit.
I am going to take an action to. I guess I need an action to draw the grenade first, and then I need an action to throw it. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Then let's do that. I can modify something later. I want to just get this thing thrown. Frankly, pretty sure if I put a tactical frag grenade right there in the middle, I can clip all 3 of them.
Go ahead and send it into chat, and I'll be.
It's
Easy.
here. I'll reread it. It's a 10-foot burst.
You beat me to it.
Hey, you can do it over and over. That's the best part.
Exactly, friends. But yeah, it's a 10-foot burst total.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can like put that right about. I guess I can't get all 3 of them, huh?
Let's see.
Yeah, unless I don't know.
I think about here would do it.
Foundry V14 is a nightmare, and I don't like that. You can definitely hit 2 of them.
yeah.
Yeah, because those.
It's just a question of which 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't. If the corner squares don't count, then yeah, then I'm just gonna hit the back 2.
Corner squares normally do count. Which is
Yeah,
why
because I can. They're all 3 of them are in the corner squares there, but like the template doesn't show them as being hit for some reason.
Where's the frag? Which type of grenade was it? One more time. Sorry.
Tactical frag grenade.
Yeah. Hold on. We're gonna do some weird stuff. Hold on, he's even
Go for it. Take your time.
Tactical 10-foot burst. There we go. That's a 10-foot burst.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Cause like it doesn't have the quarter hexes highlighted, so I wasn't sure.
No, so you can hit 2 of them for sure. It's just
That's
a
cool.
question
I'll
of
hit the
which
back.
2.
I'll hit the back 2. It's totally fine.
Back
That is,
to
like,
all right.
Incredibly frustrating to look at.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's very strange. I need a DC 19 reset reflex save from them both, please.
It's a success and a success. So they're gonna take half damage.
All right, it's gonna be half of 2d8 piercing damage. I need to reopen my sheet so I can actually roll the damage. Sorry.
There you go.
There. Thank you. And how do I roll the damage for
So
this?
damage. So under frag grenade tactical at the top of your
Yes.
sheet, just hit damage.
I don't see that. I'm sorry.
I can do it. It's okay. There you go. 2d8. I can show you after the stream is done.
Sure.
Okay, they're gonna
Damn.
take half damage. They're gonna
That's
take
not a
2
great roll.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is there anything else after? Nope. Okay. That's all 3 your actions, and then your bot can move
Yeah.
1.
He's just gonna stay where he actually no, he's gonna shoot first and then move. I'm gonna go ahead and put the roto laser actually on my front friend because I haven't used that yet. So let's do that. I'm using the wrong sheet. Kicks. Let's blow a thing up. Strike. What's auto fire? Does that do anything interesting?
2 actions.
It turns it into an area fire, basically.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. I have to actually give him the thing to do that. That's fine. I don't want to do that.
Mhm.
That's fine. I'll just give him
So you
the
go ahead and strike.
regular strike roll. Give me a good one.
Which one are you
16.
targeting?
The one in front.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. DiMaggio.
You can target things. Oh, your damage rolls. No.
Oh, God.
You can target things by hovering over them and pressing T in Foundry.
Right, got it. All right, that's fine.
Okay, that is a good opener of a turn, though. All right, the back one is going to... we're going to leap 30 feet. We're going to aim at Varric, and then we're going to strike. That hits. So you're going to take 1 + 1. You're going to take 2 points of damage in total because I can't do good things, apparently.
Look, we've all been rolling ones on damage. It's fine.
They're supposed to be scary, and they're not doing scary things. Okay, well then we're gonna aim at the tank robot that's in front of us.
So you said robot, I was like, which tank?
Do a leg blade strike. That hits. That is 6 points of slashing damage. Plus roll 1d4. I need to re-enable another module. Another 4 after that. So Kix is going to take 10 points of damage. Then they're going to do...
I just sent something to the chat, by the way.
I critically missed on the last one. All right. That brings us to Kane.
Kane is going to look over at Syrian. I keep pronouncing it wrong. Can you pronounce Syrian? No.
Oh, Cinerin, sorry.
Cinerin, okay. He looks over at Cinerin and goes, "May I touch you?" And he smiles.
I have no objection, but I don't know if that would be safe for you, given
Observe,
my composition.
and he like touches him just ever so briefly, and he's gonna cast enlarge.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
How do you have access to that spell already?
Make my monster grow.
Oh.
You're now a large creature.
And then,
so hold on. So this is what enlarge will do. Bolstered by magical power, the target grows to size large. So you just went from about a 6-foot thing to now a 10-foot thing. Your equipment grows with you, but returns to natural size if removed. You don't have any. You're a clumsy one. Your reach increases by 5 feet or by 10 feet if it started out tiny. And you get a +2 size bonus to damage rolls on melee strikes. So have fun with that.
Wow.
You're fucking huge. Kate, you still have one action left.
And since Siren is floating off the ground, I aim down and fire at the Jinsol right in front of us.
Okay.
Wait, is it not letting me target this thing? Hold on. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Target. I'm gonna have to reload after this because Lamau.
Yeah, expend one. Expend one mag one. That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh,
Ugh.
let's
Nasty.
go.
10 points of
Much
damage.
better.
That hurt a lot.
It's about to hurt even worse.
Vark.
All right. So I think Varric is going to use shot on the run to run and fire.
All right.
So I am going to run. Let's see. Oops, that's not the right button. Oh no.
Who allowed the soldier to do cool things?
Buttons. It's too many buttons.
Like I tried to veto the soldier doing cool things, and they shoved me in a locker. So
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see how far I can get. Now I can't find the ruler controls.
25 feet. So it's up to your speed.
Yeah, but I'm trying to measure how far that is.
Oh, you can also just drag your character around, which will automatically show you how far.
Yeah.
Like that's 25 feet right there. You can
okay.
also on that second
Oh, I see.
column. There's the ruler where you can measure distance, and then just make sure.
Yeah, I was trying to find that, but I had the wrong thing selected.
Yeah,
Sorry.
V14 reworked a lot of the layout, so I had to reteach myself some stuff as well. So, all good. You get like a fair distance.
Yeah. All right. So I will run to about here.
Okay. Right there.
Perfect. Yes, there.
All right.
And then I will fire the stellar cannon at. Oops. Yes, that's about 20 feet. So if I aim it about here, I should hit both of them.
What is the size of this thing? Oh my god.
10 feet.
So you can hit one of them, but not both of them. It's a 10-foot burst.
So I can't center the circle here and hit both of them?
I think the way it works is it attaches to the edges. So, oh no, you can. I placed it wrong. That's my bad. You could definitely hit both of them. This is gonna hurt me a lot. Which one is gonna be your primary? Oh my god.
I'll say the one on the right is the primary target.
All right, go ahead, make a strike as they both fail their saving throw, and that damage number you're about to do is gonna go up.
That's always fun.
Oh no!
Oh, you have hero points, by the way.
You do have hero points.
So you want to try to re-roll that with a hero point?
Hero points. You all have one. Sorry, you can have 3 by now.
Would we?
You can 1 per hour. You can expend a hero point to re-roll a check. We're using something called galactic hero point, so you can never get a worse result using hero points. So you can go ahead and re-roll that strike.
All right, I'll use.
If you want to use the hero point for it.
No, not that. Sorry, I accidentally gave myself more hero points. I was trying to use.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm gonna let you do it because I don't want to start pushing buttons.
That's better.
20 will hit. 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
Fucking, you're so wild.
I have some notes for the Starfinder team of who allowed this. Why is this so cool?
Dustin did.
Can't believe they allow balance and fair classes in Starfinder. This is rude.
No. Dustin is a menace.
So you go ahead.
Everybody knows that.
You can hit damage in that in the chat, and that will.
Sorry, it switched it to acid damage, which I don't think is right.
No, that's just what it's to add stuff. If you go ahead and it's still electricity damage actually because of the harmony. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Now you can just roll damage, and should be piercing. Okay, so that one takes 5, right? Then I want you to roll damage again. Because they both failed their saving throw and are going to take full damage from your area fire.
Yeah. Ah, there we go.
Okay, so they're going to take another 5 damage on top of that. And then on top of that, if that wasn't enough things to do to them, they're both suppressed. Where the effect of suppressed one, I don't know. Suppressed. Okay. There we go. They're both suppressed. And then you have 1 action left.
Yeah. I will attempt to. I'm going to attempt to. I'm not close enough to grapple them, which is another thing that armor storms are good at. But I'm going to attempt to demoralize the far
Okay.
the far warlord.
Yeah, give me intimidation check. Let's see how well you do. So regardless of your result, the creature will become immune to your demoralized for 10 minutes. So they're going to be dead by the time that happens. But frightened is that's a 27. Oh, so close to a crit success. A +1 would have been the difference. But it's okay. They're frightened 1.
Oh wait, I get a +1 because they're oh wait, no, I don't. No, I don't. I thought I got a +1 for them being suppressed, but I don't think that's how it works.
Unfortunately, no. You can double check later though. Maybe I'm wrong. But that is all 3 of your actions. That is the Jinsel's turn. They're gonna fire at you, but you have resistance to this strike because they're okay. So they're taking. This is what's really cool about the way what you just did. It's taking a -1 status penalty because it's frightened, and taking a -1 circumstance penalty because it's suppressed. And so together that is combining for a -2 on a roll.
Crowd control via explosions.
That is a 2, which is gonna miss. They're gonna shoot again, miss, and then they're gonna use their last action to kind of try to move away from you. So they're gonna move here because I ran out of movement. All right, that is an effective use of 3 actions. I'm so terrified to say it, but Sin, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah. I think we're gonna start by just moving up into here, get right in the middle of all of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You definitely have the reach to hit everybody here.
Absolutely. Don't really have any big bombs like what just happened, but I can certainly start doing other stuff. So I'm gonna start down here and try to wallop this guy.
Okay. Which one are you gonna
Reveling
try to
in
go
this new
for?
side. The fella at the bottom who's just got shot.
Okay. Go ahead, make a strike using your solar weapon.
Just can't match the power pack taste of Sunny D.
Oh, the magic of
I can't believe I went all stream and Devin made that joke yet.
that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, to be fair, the character wasn't giant until just now, so now it's packed.
It's true.
It wasn't packed
There
before.
you go.
Oh
Now it's- now it's
man.
packed.
10 points of damage.
Still, yeah,
that
only 10.
individual is
Jesus.
Dead.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Rest in
your
peace, buddy.
giant hammer just smushes. The dart rifle goes like flying in the air, as if it was like a battle droid. You have 1 action left.
Roger,
I
Roger.
think, I think it's just gonna rotate to face this one over here that's engaged with Kex. Is that it? Sorry.
Mhm.
Kicks.
And
Kicks.
I'm going to attempt a disarm action on that one with second
Okay,
action.
give me an athletics
Third.
check. This has something called the multiple attack penalty. Meaning you're going to take a -5 because this is the second thing you've done with the attack trait this round.
Okay.
But disarming it will be pretty nasty.
You put that gun down, young man.
Or so help me. So help me.
And cut.
Okay. See how you do. 17, 20. Oh, that's with the penalty. 21 off.
Yeah, sure is. Getting
Yeah,
big-
you have a
That's
plus 10 to hit by
success,
default,
but
so
not
even the
critical.
-5 only makes it a +5.
Look, success, but not a critical success. So, would you rather weaken their grip on the dart rifle or the leg blade?
Given that they're engaged, let's say light blade.
All right, the leg blade. So, on a success, you weaken your target's grasp on the item. Further attempts to disarm the target of that item get a +2 circumstance bonus, and the target takes a -2 circumstance penalty to the item to attacks with the item or other checks requiring a firm grasp on the item. The creature can end this effect by interacting, which is one action, to change its grip on the item. Otherwise, it lasts as long as the creature holds the item. So it's taking a -2 circumstance penalty to attacks, which is really nasty.
Yeah.
But good use of your actions.
Nice.
And remember what James said before: anything that reduces the amount of actions a bad guy can take is always good.
Yep.
Period. And so if if I'm the GM and I'm like, crap, I don't want to make my attack at -2, I'm gonna have to, spend one. You literally just cost them one action right off the rip.
Which is so mean.
Imagine this looks like messing with its gravity field to try and pull it away. So
Ooh, I like it. It's just, its
Yeah.
leg is just like hanging. It's just trying to pull it back. 6.
Oh, rip his leg off. Jesus.
All right, let's see what I've got to do here. I don't think this is a situation where a grenade's going to make particular use for me. So instead, let's go ahead and tune up my friend again. I'm going to slide over next to my boy Kix here. I'm going to spend an action to modify. It's going to be Killbot again. Why would it not
Killbot,
be Killbot, obviously?
I need to program it, but
Yeah.
an effect for it, but Killbot will become a thing.
Yep, and that's 2 actions for me. And then for my third action, give me a second here. I'm still learning all the tricks of the trade here, you know?
It's a learning stream. We're okay.
I think I'm just gonna shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my friend up here, right here, I think.
All right.
And then I'm gonna let Kix follow up and put some hurt on him too. Gameplay.
Go for it.
A little tandem striking, as it were. So here comes the tactical laser pistol. Ooh, that one scared me.
That
22.
Hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
DiMaggio. It's only 1d6 fire damage. Nothing super crazy.
That's still damage.
It's just I'm just piling it on. I'm setting up for the big guy to really get in there and do his thing. Speaking of which, I think it's just gonna go ahead and throw the scattergun. I know he's engaged, so it's probably gonna be not as.
Scattergun is an area fire, so you need 2 actions to do it. So if you commanded him, he can. But he doesn't make a strike with the roto laser.
Oh, I couldn't just strike with the scattergun.
Scattergun's an area weapon.
Oh, so it has to area fire. Okay, got it.
Yeah. You can't strike unless you're a soldier, which then you get a lot of exceptions to these rules.
Noted. And I guess my battering ram wouldn't do that much damage, but he is in melee, so maybe he's gonna do that. Yeah, you know what?
Battering ram is 1d6 + 2.
Yeah, which is less than the lizard. The lizard is what, 1d8 or so?
It'd be 1d8 + 2. Yeah, I don't know why battering ram is at a lower.
That's all right.
Prop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look at that later.
That's fine. No big deal. Then I'm gonna just go ahead and give him the roto laser. Then why not?
Okay.
Take that. Oh no, that's not a good roll.
12 is gonna miss, unfortunately.
The
gravity of it pulling away is just causing the attacks to go a little wide.
Can I spend a hero point to re-roll that, or is that not only for my rolls? I would like to, if that's okay.
The extension of your character, I'll allow it.
Cool. Let's try that, if I could please. It's a much better roll.
You were so close to that nat 20.
I saw it. I saw it. Oh, it just won't give it to me. It's fine. That's all right. Take this damage, please.
That hits. Go ahead.
1d8 plus the extra killbot bonus. I didn't roll good, of course. Oh, God, I just can't get it today. Oh, I just don't deserve it. It's fine.
Damage is still damage.
And then whatever extra killbot adds, which I don't remember. Is that extra? I don't remember.
+2, so they're going to take a -2 more to their health. They're not looking good.
Yeah, that's all I've got, unfortunately.
All right. It is my turn. Vark moved away from me. We're gonna actually aim at 6, and then
No,
we're gonna
please
fire.
don't do that.
That just barely hits.
Does hit me.
It's gonna be 2 points of acid damage, followed by.
For curiosity, I have a force field. Does that matter at all?
You have to activate your force field as an action.
I have to know that for the future then. Got it.
Yeah,
I will take that
brazen
damage.
shields and force fields are 1 action abilities.
Got it.
But they grant bonuses to AC, which is always a win. Then they have 1 more action, so they're gonna follow up with another attack. That's gonna miss.
Weave.
Okay. Currently, okay. I'm gonna spend the action to regrip. Unfortunately, mean.
Interact action to do that.
A step. Yeah, it's an interact. So if you have.
Oh no!
Oh, you know.
Get him!
Nimbus Surge, don't you?
Afraid so.
Oh, go ahead and make the melee attack roll before I do anything else.
Get him!
Oh, I didn't see this trap coming. I forgot about this. I fell for it. Go ahead and make your attack. This is. That's unfortunately gonna miss.
Okay.
You can hero point it. You can hero point it. You can hero point it.
You know what? This is true. This is true. Why not?
All right, go ahead, re-roll.
Oh no!
Look what you've done. You reminded them that they can do cool things.
Oh no!
Oh, there it is.
God.
Oh.
So you got 10 over the DC, which increases your degree of success by 1, which makes it a critical success.
Incredible. Okay.
So go ahead and roll critical damage. What this is going to do in game is you're going to roll all the dice, in this case 1 die, add your modifier, and then double everything. So that's 24 points of damage. That thing is annihilated.
Oh my god. All right, well that's his turn out of the way.
Did you just splatter a whole man?
Okay, in my head, this is what I think happens. Okay, you can correct me where I go wrong, but this is what I see happening. You pull like Jedi force grip this person's leg, pull it towards you, and as it's trying to re-grip, just slam the hammer down right on top of them.
That's about
and
the
they
size
destroy to Lego like bricks at this point. Yeah, they don't get the rest of their turn. They were gonna do other things, but I guess not.
I believe the rest of the word we're looking for is splorch. Splorch. I'm gonna say for the bit, a bit of the Jinsoul's blood splatters onto Kagan's face. It's like, God damn it.
Okay, what are you doing?
Oh wait, yeah, it's my turn, isn't it? Wait, okay, so wait, which one died? Because I see all 4 of them still.
This one's dead. This one's dead. So only this one and this one still remain.
Okay. I'm. Oh damn, the 2 furthest away from one another, eh? That sucks. All right, because I had an action that was gonna.
Wait, no, it's those 2 that are alive, right? That are right. No, that one's dead, right? No, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, forgot.
This one and this one.
You could hover over them, and it'll tell you.
You're right. Forgot.
I don't know. Hold on, let me check one thing. Shan.
Yeah, we're learning why melee.
30 feet. Oh, that's
game.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to network spell into kicks.
Okay.
And do lightning arc.
Electric arc.
Yeah, electric arc, and hit him, and it should be just enough range
That's
to hit him.
Just enough to hit him as well. Yeah, give me Cast it to chat. Let's just see what you do. This is me.
Hey, I'm still EMP proofing him.
You'll be fine. No,
That's a
he's
success.
not being electrified. It's everything around him that's being electrified.
I like to think that in the narrative, a mystical like beacon is like hovering over Kix's head, and then just 2 bolts of electricity fire from it. They're both succeed, so go ahead and roll damage. But they're gonna say, that is still that's a great AOE spell.
Mm-hmm.
That is all 3 of your actions, but that is a great use of your actions because 1's for network, 2 for electric arc.
Yep.
All right.
Let's say he's all teed up for you.
Varric.
Okay.
Varric, kill him.
They're too far away. I can't get both. All right, I'm going to.
If you.
Oh wait, yeah. Damn it.
You could always shoot grenade if you really wanna.
I could shoot grenade, except I can't get that in my character sheet for some reason.
I will help you with that in the background. There's your degradation grenade. Okay, so in the actions tab, you just click 2 actions for area fire. And that will give you that'll like basically create a burst for us to place down. At this point, you're just determining which one you want to hit.
Yeah. I will aim at the one oh, he's badly injured. I was gonna say I'm gonna aim at the one who's not injured, but they're both injured. So I'm gonna aim at the one in the river who is only injured.
Go ahead and make a strike to go with that. Because you get your primary fire.
I don't see the strike button.
It's just underneath. So you go to action, which is the second tab.
Yeah.
Under encounter, then tactical stellar cannon. There's area fire.
Oh,
and just leave it strike.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, grenade is just gonna be a thing you just toss. 9 is gonna miss. You could hear a point.
Yeah.
If you want. Point. Why not? Give them out like candy these days.
We're almost at the end of this. Why not?
I want to get to bed before midnight. Oh no.
That's definitely happening. Unfortunately the strike will miss, but I still have to make the saving throw. That's a natural 1. So go ahead and roll damage, and I have to double it. They continue being suppressed.
Oh no, only 2.
4. It's doubled to 4. So they're badly injured. And where are you gonna toss your grenade?
I will toss it at the this one here then.
Okay. I will make this saving throw. I fail. Go ahead and roll damage. You're looking. Roll a little high, and you might kill it. If not, Sin is gonna kill steal. Oh, that's high.
That's enough. A little high.
That is definitely a little high. That thing's gone. You fire and then quick toss a grenade like it's in Halo, and the thing just erupts. Very good.
Sykes looks over, kicks his shoulder, pulls up the data pad. Degradation grenades. Functional.
Yeah, I think the idea is just this thing like million cuts all like burst out and then slam in at once. Oh man, it's a good use of 3 actions. All right, Sin, you got 1 left alive up here.
Okay. I think it's just gonna drift this away. Can't go that far actually, so maybe not. Yep, I only have a 20-foot movement, so
you got 10-foot reach though.
Oh, you've got hella reach.
true. I'm just trying to find a spot where I can do that without sitting on top of someone.
You can still stellar rush if you want to get real close.
This is true. Nope.
Oh yeah, because you're graviton attuned. They have to make a a fortitude saving throw, or you literally pull them to you.
Oh yeah, crap!
Well,
That would
you
have
know
helped
what? That's
earlier.
fair.
All
Let's
right.
go ahead and rush right on over there.
You rush over. You're now photon attuned, but I need to make this saving throw. It's a DC 19 fortitude saving throw. That is a success. So they are not pulled to you, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you could always
well,
solar flare.
Sure.
Remember, you also got hella reach because you're large.
Yeah, but it's only
Only 10 feet,
no, that actually does hit though.
No?
Because that's blank square. Yeah, you could hit from here because you have reach.
The thing says it's 15.
That's if you're
don't
moving.
don't worry about that.
No.
We're gonna override it because I rule cool, and if I buy in as a good GM now, when I try to hurt you later, it won't feel as bad.
Fair. That said, rather than attacking, I think Sonoran's just going to sort of hover menacingly in its direction. And,
Sounds borderline abusive, but okay.
One might suggest laying down weapons. It seems this has not gone well for your compatriots.
Ooh,
Just trying to get him to give up.
Give me a intimidation check.
Okay.
Will
Nah, maybe not.
Ah.
on a 10.
I'll try.
No, I can still win this. I believe in myself.
Hello, the
You
jungle.
have a remarkable sense of self-confidence, and I commend you for it, but it will not last long, I assure you.
It was terrifying to get hurt all night. 6.
All right, big guy. Let's
Oh, I
make
wish
this
I
one
could.
easy,
I wish I
yeah?
could do a thing I can do as a reaction.
Yeah, I'm just gonna honestly, yeah, I guess I'm gonna use one action to modify for Killbot, because why not, just to make sure. And then I'll use both my other two actions to command, so I can have have Kix area fire his scattergun.
How long does a modify last?
Good
Sorry,
question.
next turn.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so you do need to keep it up.
Yeah. Just gonna stand on top of him while I'm still pulling out some wires and working on some things, and just, well, big guy, hate to say it, but you heard him. Let's make it quick. And there's that.
Oh, all right. That is a failure.
No.
Go ahead and roll
No.
damage.
DiMaggio. Plus
And
2
then
to whatever
I'll
this
add Killbot.
gets.
Yeah, I'll add Killbot damage.
7 total.
Not looking great.
Ah, damn, couldn't get him. Yeah, that's all I got then.
That's okay. It's a good use of actions. We're gonna aim at Sin, and then we're gonna try to strike, and I miss. Love that. It's gonna go great. I miss again, actually, because that's how good of a shot this guy is. Really believes in himself. Cade.
Hi. How far is Kayan from this dude? I have like 3 things open. We
45
desperately,
feet.
Yeah, we desperately need that. We desperately need that damn the pop out thing. Bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find an alternative for V14.
Yeah. Anybody looking at Kayan would see a bunch of like surgical needles sort of form in his hand, and he just flings them at the Jensel. And
All right, go ahead and needle
I don't have cold iron or silver, goddammit, so.
You don't need to have it on you. You just create them to be that.
I thought you need to have a piece of it, like for special
Nope,
properties.
not for
Oh,
this
are
one.
Jinzo's weak to iron and silver?
I don't think,
Nope.
no, it's just
Oh.
it's just hilarious when you're fighting like vampires and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a critical hit.
Yep. So you're gonna take double damage on this, bud.
Oh my god, 24. Thing gets lit up like a pincushion. His bold strategy didn't work very well. Okay.
Just
Well,
look at
as
it.
the combat dies down, you are safe for now. And you begin making your way to the ironclad settlement. And that is where we're also going to pick up next episode for Escape from Daegox-4. As I need the scene to activate. There we go. Foxy, you can go ahead and put us on.
Okay, good night, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
We're not doing outros?
Yeah, we should probably do the outros.
I was about to say, I didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's the outros, but got it.
Just
Okay. Shan, why don't you kick us off?
All right. Hi, my name is Shan. I had the wonderful honor of playing Dr. Kayan Issa tonight. You can find me on Blue Sky under shanwolf.bluesky.com, where I will be often talking about my song choices of the day, freelancing. I talk a lot about freelancing. And unionization and how it's important. Also, anti-capitalism and how that's important. Yeah, that's me.
All right, Dan.
Hello, yes, I'm Dan. I played Vark, the orc soldier. If you want to see more of me, you can find me on Blue Sky and Twitter at Land the Dan. I will be back here in 2 weeks for more Steel and Arbor, our Humblewood campaign with a bunch of forest folk. And probably in that same week, also in 2 weeks, for more of this. You can, if you want to see even more of me, you can follow me here on Twitch at Land the Den. I stream sometimes, and I stream some games, whatever I feel like streaming. Come hang out.
All right, nobody.
Howdy, howdy. I had the pleasure today of playing Sinerin, SN3121N. It was a blast. Thanks, y'all, for having me. If you'd like to see more of what I do, you can always find me on Blue Sky at Nobody Adams. That's Adams with 2 Ds, like the family. And I'm also over at twitch.tv/Random Rhapsody every single Monday, playing 2 different campaigns on alternating weeks. One of them's a Pathfinder 2 Classic campaign, and the other one is a test game for the Sagas RPG system. I'm also, if you're interested, the editor for the fantastic Arc City Arcane Blues. Yes, that does initialize down to ACAB if you're interested. It is a tarot-based resolution game by the wonderful Pixel Bismuth, which is all about surviving the gig economy when everyone's a wizard.
Love that. Also, Sin has the most kills under their belt for today's session. I think totally up to 4.
Okay.
Foxy.
Hey, folks, I'm Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's finest, and today I got to play as Sykes, our Patra mechanic, and just the littlest gremlin rat cat thing. Been a great time, and I look forward to more of this. If you want to see more of me, I'm back in a couple of weeks with a few more things. Next week's actually going to be super busy for me, but you'll see me next on Thursday, the 11th, for another episode, a makeup episode of Tears of Divinity Fading Chronicle, our Lancer campaign. It's going to be exciting. Getting to talk out some strange things with some strange people. It'll be awesome. And then if you're hopefully, somehow haven't had enough of me, I'll be back exactly a week after that. So 2 weeks from now for not only more Steel and Arbor, for not only another episode of this, but also most likely for 2 more streams within that week as we debut our Pride/Juneteenth charity 2-shot using the Transformers RPG. I'll be running. Awesome. Stick tuned for more information on that. And otherwise, keep it locked right here to Lights Roleplay, where I tend to hang out and do things. A couple of small shout outs before we head out, though. I want to give a massive shout out to, of course, the incredible and incomparable Egg Jan for both our intro and outro video, overlay, most of our soundscaping here, and just picking up a whole bunch of slack around the team. Honestly, shout out to Egg for a lot of background help, and honestly, there. The rest of the NLR team as well, just for being able to support us and keep making this happen. Shout out to, of course, all of you at home for being great, for being here for our premiere episode. And that's really about all I got. Thanks for being here and fighting the good fight. Have a good night, guys. No, you gotta do outros now. Don't forget you.
Oh, I get to do it. Okay, yeah, I didn't know if you were leaving on that. I was like, what a weird note. My name is James. I geek James 513 pretty much everywhere on social media. I mostly post about anything Pathfinder or Starfighter related. I will be on a channel called High Shelf Collective in 2 weeks, premiering a fun little thing I've been writing called Pumpkin Magic, which is a Starfighter 2nd edition hack. It's very much meant to be a cross between Pathfinder and Starfinder. I'm very, very excited for it, and I'm hoping the rules release sometime within this year, depending on how much time I have, because freelancing takes a lot of time. I will be back here obviously in 2 weeks to pick up where we left off as we get to explore where the Ironclad clan is up to and all the fun shenanigans about maybe try to recruit them. So we will see you here very soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.